Okay. Abby, thank you so much for coming out and touring my home. I was excited to connect with you and talk about some of the questions that I had after you toured my home. And again, thank you so much. Uh, we're kind of nervous about this process, but excited as well. It's time. Yeah. So, with that being said, there was a few questions that I had. Is that okay?
Absolutely. And thank you so much for the time of allowing me to come see the
Oh,
property. I appreciate that.
yes, yes, yes. So, kind of off top, my husband and I were talking about it. Um, I just want to know, what are your service charges? What are your fees?
Great question. So my service charges are 3.5%. And what that includes for you is since I saw that your house, you're obviously moving and there's going to be some furniture gone, etc., I would highly recommend to do staging. Uh, Research has shown that houses that are staged, they generate between 5 to 15% higher sales price. So my services already is going to include the cost of that staging along with videographer and photography. The reason for that is because in today's environment where everybody has a phone, they're attached to their phone, they're constantly looking through listings. They get enamored with a house first via the pictures and the videography and the staging done before they even step foot in your house. So I charge 3.5% for that, but you get a really nice bundle package presenting your house in the best light possible.
Okay, wonderful. Okay. And then my other question was in reference to the when you walk through the house, there's probably some things we need to do, but in reference to repairs, what do I need to fix onto my house before we list it? What items do I need to take care of?
Your house looks beautiful. There are some things that I would recommend in order, again, to get the top dollar. Because we want those pictures and video to pop, you would be surprised what a fresh coat of paint does. It changes the mood of a room. It shows really bright in a photo or in a video. So there are going to be some areas that I'm going to highly recommend for you to paint, such as that little kids room that you had in the background that had some Crayola painting. So that we need to cover. Also,
We've been living.
and it shows, and I love it, right? Um, so the also important thing is decluttering and depersonalizing. Depersonalizing is because even though I understand everybody has their own beliefs, etc., we want to make sure that when the people come in, they don't feel like awkward, like they're stepping into your private territory. We want to make sure that they can envision themselves in that house. Therefore, any religious artifacts, any photographs, anything, especially that is something that maybe your grandma passed on to you, of value of a china, you want to remove that and we want to put it in a safe place. We also want curb appeal.
Okay.
So, the lawn should be nicely cut, fresh mulch on the entry, and everything so that when the person, before they step into the house, they're like, wow, this looks really nice. They're already being drawn to it. You want that. And then also
That makes
you have a beautiful kitchen, and that's excellent. We want to make sure, I know you're going to be still living in the house, but we want to make sure that it shows spacious. So we want counters to
okay.
be clear, no clutter in the counters, no clutter in the walls. So on the shelving. So anything of that, when I can do a listing for you and summarize it in an email to make it easier for you, so that whenever you receive an alert from me that somebody's coming to see the house, then you know immediately, okay, these are the things that I need to put away. These are the things what I want to look like. So I'll walk you through that with the stager. But yes, at a minimum, we want to make sure fresh coat of paint, fresh mulch, cut grass, declutter, and depersonalize. Make sense?
I think we can handle that. We can definitely handle that. And I'm excited to make my house look beautiful again. I mean, it's not that bad, but yes, we have definitely been living here. But that also leads me to something that we were talking about in reference to security. So, people are going to be in and out of the house. We still live here. How do you ensure the security of our home during the selling while people are coming in and out?
So I will be placing on the front door a lockbox. It's a digital lock that only licensed real estate agents and appraisers have access to open it through an app. That app is tied to
Okay.
our license as a real estate agent. State of Washington requires for all agents and appraisers to have a background check and to have and fingerprints filed with the state of Washington. So at any point in time, anybody coming in, any buyer coming in, they're going to come with a real estate agent because they cannot get in otherwise. That's going to ping me and let me know, yep, this is the person, this is the real estate agent. I'm going to know their name, the brokerage firm that they're from, their license number, and we're going to know when they came in, when they came out. And because you're going to be living in the house
Okay.
as well, and you asked me for about an hour notice before you had to exit the house, I can easily set it up.
Right.
So at the same time that I'm getting the notification to view the house, you get the notification as well. And
Okay.
o- only during an open house is when anybody is invited to come in, but open houses are always hosted by a real estate agent. And more than likely,
Okay.
I'm going to be the one who's going to be here. And if not, it's going to be somebody a colleague that I trust that is also a licensed real estate agent.
Okay. Okay. All right. Wonderful. So that leads me to my next question. I feel like I'm 50 questions here. But how are you gonna market the house? Like how are you gonna market the house once we go on the market? How does that work?
So the number one way, and the reason why I mentioned in how I get compensated, the package about the staging and the
Hmm.
photography and videography is because we want people to get enamored when they see those photos, when they see those videos, and then they're like, wow, I want to go check out this house. So number one way of marketing is making sure we have fantastic representation of those photos in every medium that we're going to push it. Okay. So once we have that, those beautiful photos and videos, we're going to push it through social media, Instagram, Facebook, Google. Very important. Google, believe it or not, 80% of the people, they Google what are the houses in a certain neighborhood before they even go check. In addition to
Wow.
that, when you push it through the MLS, it's already going to be syndicated to over 2,000 websites, including some applications that you probably are aware of, Zillow, Redfin, Trulia. So there's going to be
Yeah.
a lot of push through the Northwest MLS and the syndicated websites, which is kind of like a replicated website. And then last, I
Okay.
use um, I use a tool, a little hidden tool that I love, and I did an alliance with one of my preferred lenders, and it's a list reports. It creates a micro website for you where the person can see all of the images. But in addition to that, they get to see parks in the area, the schools, restaurants, etc. Because they want to be having more information about the neighborhood, right? But there's a secret here. That list reports not only is connected to my preferred lender, but to all other lenders that are part of that platform. So you may have lenders that
Wow.
have already pre-approved buyers, and they get to see that listing and immediately alerts them, hey, agent so and so, I have another agent that just had this listing. So we want to make sure and cover everything: buyers, buyer's agent, lenders, and the website in general, and social media in general. Very comprehensive.
That's everything. Wow. Okay. I didn't know. I didn't think about lenders getting my house information, but that makes sense because they have buyers, right?
Exactly.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So then tell me, I guess, I mean, I'm kind of ready. We got some work to do. Obviously, we got to have a paint party here. But
Yes.
what are our next steps then?
I think the next best step is go ahead if you're comfortable with what I'm presenting to you and how I can service you and everything that I'm offering, then it would be to have it under contract with a listing agreement. What that does is it gives me the right to be able to represent you in the sale of your home at top dollar. but it also allows me the ability to start some things that happen behind the scenes. For example, then you give me the ability to call a title company that I work with, and then making sure that there are no hidden liens in your title, making sure that can also provide you with recommendations on inspectors or contractors, etc. We want to make sure
Okay.
everything is by the book. With what I have said to you, are you comfortable with my services? And do you think are you ready to sign the listing agreement?
I'm ready. I'm as
Uh,
ready as I'm going to be. Yes, absolutely.
it'll be my
Thank you
honor to
so much.
absolutely. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's my honor to be able to represent your interest, and I know we're going to get top dollar.
Yay.